What's up, Wargamers? This is Captain Nathan Tidwell, recording at the Krulak Center for Innovation and Future Warfare. Today we'll be going over the Force Builder capability in Company Commander Modern, which is integral to Round 3 of our Top Tactics 24 tournament. Before we jump into the tutorial, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, which is also home of the Brutecast series. The Brutecast is the Krulak Center's podcast designed to connect the world of the warfighter with the best of innovative and creative thought. Now, without further ado, let's dive into Force Builder. We'll start here on the Hex War homepage. On the homepage, click on the Games tab. Under Games, we'll find the full suite of Hex War digital war games available on the Wargaming Cloud. Select Company Commander. This will bring up the various versions of Company Commander, which span a variety of eras and geographic regions. From here, we will select Force Builder. For this tutorial, we'll use a local game to showcase the Force Builder capability, and we'll play both sides to go over the setup for both blue and red forces. At the start of a Force Builder match, we are brought to the Force Builder page. To begin building your new force, click the Create New Force button at the bottom of the page. On the right-hand side of the screen, we see the nation, era, and force size parameters. These parameters are very important. For round 3 of the Top Tactics 24 tournament, the blue force will be American in the modern era and with a force size of 250. With our parameters set, we will now choose our base force to build off of. At the top, we see the two different task organizations used in rounds 1 and 2 of the tournament. Below those, we have a mechanized company and ACVs, a dismounted infantry company, a light armored reconnaissance company, a ULTV company, and a ULTV mounted company reinforced. We'll use the ULTV mounted company for this tutorial. Now that we've selected our base force, we're brought to the actual force building module. The force building module uses a point system with the cost of each unit annotated by the number to the right of the unit description. In the top left, we have the number of points currently in use, in this case 95, and the maximum number of points available, in this case 250. Those 95 points represent all the units that make up our base force, which are already selected and locked in. From here, we can select what other units to add to our force while staying within our point limit. As we choose units to build our force, notice that like units are grouped together in boxes. To keep forces balanced, only one unit can be chosen per box. For instance, we can add an LAR section or platoon, but not both. Once we are happy with our forces build, we hit the Save button, which brings us back to the Force Builder page. We see our newly built force has now populated on the screen. If we decide we want to make changes to the force, we can alter it by clicking the Edit button. Furthermore, we can build as many different forces as we want using the Create New Force button. As an example, we'll just quickly build off the dismounted infantry company, add some fire support, and save. If we decide we don't like that build and want to get rid of it, we can just hit Delete. Once we've built a force we're happy with, we'll hit Play. Since this is a local game, we'll be responsible for building the red force as well. This is made apparent at the top of the screen, which says we're choosing the second player's force now. We will again click Create New Force. This time we'll choose Chinese. Now this is an extremely important point for the tournament. In Force Builder, the Chinese player will always select the ZBD 05 company with the top tactics annotation and not make any changes to the task organization. To effectively address the research questions associated with the tournament, the red force must remain the same through all 3 rounds. Now that we've built our Chinese force, we will click Play. Since this is a local game, it'll be a hot seat. We'll go ahead and select the appropriate scenario and map. Players will not have to worry about this part during the tournament since the scenario and map are already set. We will skip the red force deployment phase so that we can check out our newly built blue force. We can see we've got our ULTV mounted infantry company and a platoon of LAVs as well as HIMARS in support. And there you have it. With that, we've covered everything you need to know about Force Builder. If you need a refresher on basic controls and game mechanics, we've included a link to the Company Commander Modern tutorial video in the description. Thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial, and I'll see you in round 3.